I started a retrofit because oh boy, I had retired in 2020, and that was the beginning of the pandemic. I had much more time on my hands than I had had before that. I was becoming very, very aware of the climate emergency, and I wanted to do, I guess, the most impactful thing that I could, which is to make my house more energy efficient and less emitting. I hired a company to do the energy audit. My house is from 1910. It's double brick construction. There's virtually no insulation in the walls. I did something called aero sealing, which is duct improvements. And I got a heat pump. And again, it was the pandemic time, so there were supply chain issues. And what I could get was just a regular heat pump. I had a relatively new gas furnace and an old air conditioner, so it made sense to do the hybrid route. The challenges were primarily that there's a lot of decisions to make. It's very hard to make those decisions when you don't really have the technical background and you don't know who to trust. I had this idea of starting a home retrofit forum. I just thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if I had some peer support? You know, if I could talk to people who were just a little bit ahead of me, who could say, this is what I did and this worked or this didn't work. It helped me as much as that it helped anybody else. Some of the improvements that I made, especially, believe it or not, to the ductwork, made a huge difference. Like, I have a bedroom upstairs that I honestly thought I was going to have to completely do a remodeling because it was just really cold. And it turned out that the duct didn't actually reach to the top of the floor. And a lot of the ducts were like that, you know, just stupid, easily, cheaply fixed things. It made a huge difference. The other difference is that a heat pump provides more regular heat. It's funny because when the gas does come on, and it does in cold weather, I don't like it. The air conditioning function is much better than my old air conditioner. It's quiet. It's wonderful. I mean, when I'm outside, I can't hear it. The thing that I'm most proud of, no question, is that I have reduced my greenhouse gas emissions by an estimated 84%. I'm really proud of that. You know, I didn't have to spend an absolute fortune. I didn't have to do a lot of renovations. I still managed to make my house more comfortable, more sustainable, and for a really reasonable price. Like, I always tell people I'm the poster child of cheap retrofits, of shallow retrofits, because I didn't spend a lot. That's why I tell everybody, you know, you don't have to make a huge project out of it. You don't have to. You know, you can if you want to, and you can if you really want to get rid of your gas service. You know, you just want to just cut it all out. But I thought, you know, this is good enough. For me, it's fine. What I try to tell people is, think about what you want to achieve, think about what your budget is, how much disruption you are willing to put up with. Find the solution that works for you. My word of encouragement is just do it. You know, don't overthink it. First step, go and get an energy audit, get someone to come and look at your house and give you the basic information you need to make some decisions. They will indicate the impact of various things you can do and the relative cost of it.